Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. Oh, poor me. Oh, well, how was I supposed to know that the Nautilus champ reveal would be yesterday? They had the Fizz reveal yesterday. Why did they also have the Nautilus reveal yesterday? And now the Gangplank reveal is out. Oh my gosh. So I'm reacting to both Gangplank and Nautilus, and having to select all the cards that came with them. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, full screen. There you go. Alright. When I level up, copy tossed allies that cost... Copy tossed allies that cost 4+ into your deck.
Are mine.
Why doesn't he have Challenger? He has a hook.
Pull them under. Echoes from
Jettison.
the deep.
New keyword, deep. 3+3, once your deck has... Oh. Okay, that's interesting.
The water rises.
Monster allies.
All will drown.
If I'm tossed, draw me instead. Alright, sounds about right.
Peer into the darkness. I will not rest.
Okay, this guy's insane. Oh boy. He's so cool. Alright. So, Nautilus. I have expected him to have Challenger, but I'm almost kind of glad he doesn't have Challenger, because I feel like this idea is completely... Well, it's completely original. It's very unique. And this definitely... shut the... This completely synergizes with Maokai in several ways. So yeah, I can definitely see a full toss deck happening. I honestly cannot wait to see that. All right, now let's jump right into the Gangplank reveal. Oh, double whammy as it is.
Dead men tell my tale.
Overwhelm. When I'm summoned, summon a powder keg. Of course we have to get the powder keg. And when you've damaged the enemy nexus in 5 rounds this game, there's a lot of 5s on him right now.
I won't stop coming for those who wronged me.
Powder keg. So it can't block and it can't attack. I'm assuming that's what that keyword is. And it's vulnerable. Okay. Powder keg stack. All spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. Destroy me when your spell or skill damages enemies. Blow the board with powder keg.
Load the ship. We've work to do.
Parlay. Deal 1 damage to anything. If it kills it, deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus.
Got a gift for you.
Oh.
Spread your fire. Get 'em all.
Alright. 6/6 with overwhelm. When I'm summoned and rounds start, summon a powder keg. Deal 1 damage. Attack. Deal 1 damage to all enemies and the enemy nexus. That's pretty good. This synergizes pretty well with Sejuani.
I am reborn of salt and brine!
Oh my goodness. I think he synergizes way better with Swain. But with the overwhelm, he also synergizes really well with Sejuani. Alright, powerful okay, that's his place.
Blow him to the depths! Off with ye!
Ah, yes. All right. So of those two, I think I like Gangplank. Okay, so which one's cooler? Nautilus is by far way cooler. He looks way cooler from a concept design point. Which one looks way more feasible and playable? Definitely Gangplank. I love Gangplank. I think he will have plenty of synergies and will be the center of synergies for Bilgewater with Noxus, Bilgewater with Freljord. And yeah, I just don't see why it has to. I wanted Misfortune, okay? I wanted Misfortune, alright? I wanted to see Misfortune, but we get Nautilus and Gangplank. Next thing you know, today, Misfortune's gonna come out, and I'm gonna eat my words. But that's okay. I will welcome that. Now let's jump into the cards. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, these are the Gangplank cards, I assume. Yes. Powder Keg Stack. All your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. Destroy me when your spell or skill damages enemies. So basically, it basically says, play me. Oh, that's a token. It's a token. It's not main deckable. Okay, we remember that now. Jagged Butcher, Plunder. Grant me +1/+1. How? But how in the heck are you going to be able to damage the enemy on turn 1? How in the heck? Other than that 0 mana burst spell. But then you wouldn't want to use it for this because all it is a 3/3. I mean, a 3/3 on 1 is pretty crazy, but it isn't that crazy. We have a 3/2 on 1 as already, even though he can't block. So at most it's a 2/2, I guess. But like, there's no. The only way you're not getting the Splendor effect on 1. I'm telling you that. You're not gonna get it on 1. Unless you like really want to build your deck around that, which I would definitely not do. Otherwise, it's like it could be a 1/3/3, which is not bad. It's not a terrible card. It's just like, how do you do this on 1? You do it on 2. All right. Petty Officer. Play. Oh, summon a Powder Keg or a random 1-cost ally from any faction. Or. It's an or, though. If it just summoned the Powder Keg, it would be top tier. But when you add the variants of random 1-cost allies from any faction. Huh? Come on, man. Just give us the Powder Keg. We don't need all this extra. None of this extra. This extra variance. This 3-drop would be awesome on its own if it just summoned Powder Keg. Because then it has a synergy. A specific synergy in a place in the deck. Now we have to deal with variants to that. Oh, man. This card is the definition of so close to greatness. So close. Dreadway Deckhand. When I'm summoned, summon a Powder Keg. I should probably... Yeah, there we go. When I'm summoned, summon a Powder Keg. You see, now this card we can get behind. This card doesn't have that variance. This is just a better... I mean, its stat line is much to be desired, but it summons a powder keg, so it has a designated role in the deck. Gosh. I wonder how good Funsmith would be with this. Gosh, now you have the +2 plus the +1 on it. Oh my gosh, Funsmith would be quite interesting with this. We can play around with that. Parlay, we saw that. Deal 1 to anything. If it kills it, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. Alright. Art. Nautilus. Yes. Riptide. Stun an enemy. Ooh, shuffle that unit into the enemy deck. If there's an ally not... What? Oh. Shuffle that... Stun an enemy. Shuffle that unit into the enemy deck if there's an ally Nautilus. That's crazy. So basically, he says, okay, you play this. I don't want you to play it again, but I don't want to kill it either. So it's just going back into your deck. That is an amazing concept. Is it worth 4 mana? I don't know. I can't say. I mean, this puts it up against comparable to like Recall. I mean, this is a slightly worse... okay, this is how I view it. It's like a better Recall when Nautilus is on the field, and when he's not on the field, it's a worse Recall. So, like, it's either really good, or it's not too good. I mean, people can say Yasuo's an injury, but I don't think you would want to play this card in a Yasuo deck unless you were really dead set on pairing Yasuo up with Bilgewater. Like, otherwise, this does not belong in the Yasuo deck. This belongs into a Nautilus deck that wants... Actually, this would be perfect in a Maokai Nautilus deck where you put a high threat target back into the deck that you will eventually mill down and obliterate. So, yes, this would work very well in a Maokai deck. This would also work very well in a Maokai deck. Jettison. Goodness me. What the frick am I looking at? When I'm summoned, toss 3. Okay. I mean, I guess Bilgewater and Maokai get together really well. But, like, I don't know if this is even runnable. It's, like, it's... I mean, toss is actually a positive effect in this case, but it's a 2/1 1-drop. I don't think it's going to be very playable. Unless you really are dipping into that toss mechanic. No. Sea monster. The beast below. Deep. I like this deep keyword. Unfortunately, by the time it becomes relevant, stats aren't as important in the later part of the game. So you would really have to invest into the toss mechanics to even get to that point. I mean, 15 cards is like more than half your deck. Way more than half your deck. So, like, you gotta get rid of so many cards in order to make that work. I mean, honestly, I think you'd have an easier time leveling up Maokai than completing the deep keyword. So, I don't know. Alright, when I'm summoned, toss 2 and shuffle 2 treasures into your deck. Alright, now this we can get behind. This we can get behind. Shuffling, it tosses 2, and then it shuffles 2 treasures into your deck. It's a 7-drop, 7/5 with the deep mechanic. This is a good... I was right before. This is a big boy. and it is a good big boy. I think this is probably the most promising deep keyword card that I've seen. We have to at least know what the treasures are, but I would keep an eye on this card. This card could be pretty nutty. Salvage, toss 2, draw. It's a 4-drop spell. Toss is a positive mechanic, I guess, but is it worth the 4 mana? I don't know. I honestly could not tell you if this is. This 4 mana really gets me, but this is very good. It's very good. It'd be amazing if it was 3 mana, but like at 4, I am not sure how viable it is. I don't know. It could be really good, but it might not be as well. Art. Treasure Trove. If I'm tossed, draw me instead. Create 5 random cards in hand. They all cost 0 and are fleeting. This is a treasure. This is one of the treasures. Oh my god. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is amazing. This is the kind of treasure we like. Oh, yes. And this is a treasure. If I'm tossed, draw me instead. Deal 5 to all enemy units. Nice. Plateworm egg. If I'm tossed, draw me instead. Summon 3 vicious plateworms. And they have deep as well. And this is the vicious plateworm. Fearsome and deep. Good. Alright. This sea monster is probably the follower I'm most excited about. I always love treasure mechanics, and this card brings that to the table. I also like how Nautilus synergizes so well with Maokai. Like they just feel like they're meant for each other. Oh my fucking lord. Get the fuck out of here. Ever since I gotta clean up my computer. What the fuck, man? Anyways, I am super excited. Super excited. Okay. So, Gangplank. Thoughts. Gangplank is awesome. Overwhelm keyword works very well with Noxus and Freljord. Can't wait to build around him. Nautilus. Nautilus works extremely well with Maokai, and I am super hype about Shipwreck Hoarder. Super hype about that card. And Nautilus looks freaking dope. Just a dope card overall. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. Just ignore what was happening in this down on this right hand corner, you know? We don't need to see that stuff. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay healthy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.